This is your host, DJ Neftali, Rainier Avenue Radio World, the best DJ in the Seattle area. You can catch me every Monday at 8 p.m. on YouTube. Like I said, this is DJ Neftali, the best reggae in Seattle, Washington, the best radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio World. Come on, right?
If you or a family member are 55 or over and need nursing home level care, but want to keep living where you are, check out Providence Elder Place PACE. This program offers healthcare, housing, transportation, and recreational activities. There are no co-pays or deductibles, and it's covered through Medicare and Medicaid. Providence Elder Place PACE works to keep you healthy and in your home. Call 206-320-5325 or visit providence.org Elder Place. Providence.org Elder Place.
What's on your heart? Are you exhausted at the lack of progress for people of color in business, politics, and life? This is Cindy Bright, the host of Heartbeat Radio. Each week, we explore this heart condition in the country that is affecting you and me. We have real conversations about what's necessary for change. Time to change this dialogue. Will you join this Heartbeat weekly, Wednesdays at 7 p.m. on Rainier Avenue Radio?
My name is Keith. I'm a barber from Tacoma, Washington. When the pandemic hit, it did affect me as a business owner. I had my own personal reasons why I didn't get vaccinated. But I was talking to a doctor, and he was telling me more about what it could do to protect us and our family. I wanted to get back to that once was, right? I do feel safe knowing that I am vaccinated. I just hope what I'm saying is reaching into people's heads to know that this is the best decision for all of us. To learn more, please visit hereforuswa.org.
Hi, it's your favorite Rainier Avenue radio host from the Queen Bree's Living Live show. It's Queen Bree
and Robin T.
Our show is live every Thursday at 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time with topics ranging from life on the farm, health and wellness, and race and social justice.
We feature guests each week with expertise in activism, entrepreneurship, healing, and food justice.
So come join your girls live every Thursdays at 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on the Queen Bree's Living Live show. You can even call in and be a part of the show. See you then.
This is Rainier Avenue Radio .world.
Welcome to Rainier Avenue Radio. This is Afternoons with Monique, recording live in Seattle, Washington, every Thursday at 1 p.m.
Good afternoon, Seattle. This is Monique Lee from the Afternoons with Monique show. You are on Rainier Avenue Radio, and it is heading toward the end of the first quarter. There's the war in Ukraine and Russia, and the city of Seattle is still having a lot of crimes going on. But today, I'm inviting a more lighthearted side of life. I have a beauty queen on my show today. Her name is Mazzy Eckel. She is the reigning Miss Washington USA 2022 and a community leader with a great platform. Please welcome to my show, Miss Mazzy Eckel.
Hello. Hi.
Hi. Oh, I'm not on the show for some reason. You see me?
I see your living room, I believe.
Oh, I'm not sure. Okay, why am I not on the show? Dan, our producer, Dan, can you fix me? Can you put me in the frame? Okay.
Help us out, Dan.
Yes. Integrated camera audio. But I'm not in there. Why is that? Okay, I will turn my background off and see what happened.
Hi.
Let's see if this is gonna work. Virtual background. None camera.
I see a dark background now.
Right. Not sure why this is happening, but well, I'm gonna keep on talking to you and until this can be fixed. But Mazzy, thank you for coming on my show.
Thank you so much for having
Congratulations.
me.
Yeah, congratulations on the new reigning title. I know that you've been in the pageant circuitry for a little while, and
Yes.
it's such an honor to have you on Afternoons with Monique. Tell me about your how you get to be here. How did you become Miss Washington USA 2022? How did you start?
Oh my gosh, it was a journey. Do you have 4 hours to talk about this?
We don't have four, but we have
No, we have 30
27
minutes.
minutes. Yes. Please tell us.
So I started out when I was 14 years old in Miss New Jersey Teen USA. I originally grew up in New Jersey and New York. My whole family is from Washington, so I spent my summers and my Christmases coming out to Washington, and I absolutely adored it. So I competed for 4 years, Miss New Jersey Teen USA. On my last year, when I was a senior in high school, I won first runner up. So that was really, really close to the crown. I kind of had that itch in me where I knew that I was always destined for something greater. And then I came out to Washington. I wasn't sure if I was going to compete again because I got so close to winning and then ended up not winning. So I didn't compete for a year, came out to Washington, and then I just fell in love with it again. I love Washington so much. I've connected with my director, my friends so much from the pageant, and then 3 years of competing, and now I am Miss Washington.
Wow. I actually saw the show this year. And what an exciting show. I can't tell you how much. This is my first time attending a real full size. So I went to the last year pageants in Oregon, and it was not as glamorous or as built out as this year. So it was such a great event. Now, Miss Washington USA or Miss USA is one of the most prestigious pageant that one can enter. Am I correct? So,
Yeah.
I didn't even know that there are multiple kinds of pageants out there, and this is supposed to be like the best one, the most difficult one to win. Tell us, about your journey. How did you join this organization? How did you decide to become to compete in these pageants? Why did you? How did you start?
Actually, it was my dad. I wasn't aware of pageants for a very long time. And I found out after years of competing that there actually were other systems too. So the Miss USA, Miss Universe organization is the number one most watched, most known about organization in pageantry. And then there's like Miss America, Miss Global International, like Miss World happened last night. I started competing because my dad was like, hey, do you want to compete in a pageant? And I am always the type of person who always says yes to doing things. I love trying new things. And after so many years of doing it, it just kept on going, getting stuck. And it really motivated me to work with my community, be more active. Like I said, I started when I was 14 years old and I was a freshman in high school. I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. I didn't really play any sports. I wasn't super active in just areas of my community. And then having pageants really motivated me to be the best version of myself and really want to be the best version of myself. So I started being more active in my community because I saw other girls doing it, other pageant girls doing it. And I realized like if I wanted to be a great role model and if I wanted to win one day, I had to be core with my community.
Right. Now, tell me about your grandmother. I know that she has a big influence in your platform with the sex trafficking victims. Can you share with us about that?
Yes. So my great grandmother and my grandmother are two amazing figures in my life. My great grandma, who I talk a lot about in my pageantry, I never met her. She was the president of All Girls College, upstate New York. She was on so many boards for LGBT rights back in the 60s when that wasn't really heard of. You never heard of a woman being a president of a college in those times, for women. And I really feel that even though I don't know her, I've read so many articles and books about her and how prestigious she was. And I feel that even though she wasn't involved in human sex trafficking, she was involved in women's rights. And me working with women who have been sex trafficked is a way that I am carrying out her legacy.
Well, it is Women's History Month. That's why I'm inviting you to join me on the show, because I want to highlight and honor those that came before us, and you're carrying the torch, promoting, advocating for this platform. Now I understand you have a program where you help sex trafficking victims recover and rebuild their lives. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, of course. One of my favorite things. I recently, in the past 2 years during the pandemic, partnered with a nonprofit called the Genesis Project near SeaTac on International Boulevard. And one of my best friends is a director of a nonprofit. So I first started working there and volunteering there by teaching fitness classes. And once a month for the past 2 years, I've been teaching fitness classes like yoga, hip fitness, meditation, body weights. And what I've realized, especially from myself, like I've gone through a lot of traumatic events for myself when I was a child, but really getting to the gym and learning how to move your body and having that mind to body connection, because these women who have been sex trafficked, they lost that. They don't feel connected to their bodies whatsoever. So being able to feel strong and feel strength through that and really feel your body moving and have it be your decision and your purpose is really what I'm highlighting this women. I also work with them as being a mentor and motivational speaking. So I did do an event a few weeks ago where I spoke for an hour to these women, asked them questions, they asked me questions, and really just kind of told my life story and talked a little bit about the fact that I have gone through a lot as a child and growing up, and where I am today is because of myself. It's because I told myself when I was younger that I was going to be better than what I was, and I was going to do something important with my life.
Well, the pageant is such a glamorous event, and in the past, women only compete on looks, but these days, women who carry responsibilities in the home, taking care of the family, but also participate in the workplace and promoting social causes, advocating for causes. So this is a kind of a new, not that new, but it is an addition to what we used to have in competitions such as pageants. Am I correct? Do you know how long has that tradition started?
Pageants have been around since, actually some research a little bit a while ago. Pageants have been around unofficially probably since the early, oh my gosh, like maybe 1900s, possibly. It first started as like a beauty pageant where they would show the most beautiful women. And I believe it started in Atlantic City, New Jersey. So like where I'm from, New Jersey, it started over there. And then it's really, really transformed. Even in the only 7 years that I've been involved in it, it's changed so much. There's so much more representation with diversity and race. And we had the first transgender women compete for Miss USA. Like I am so proud of this organization. Every year I get more and more in love and so happy that there's more representation in our pageant communities.
Well, with you mentioned the transgender competition, contestant that entered into the pageant. Recently, there were a big uproar about swimmers who we have a transgender individual or athlete who compete and won, and people are saying, men are built with bigger, stronger bone structure, and they shouldn't be allowed, even though they mentally or psychologically they choose to be living in a female lifestyle, but biologically they're still built as a man, and it's unfair for them to compete in these athletic competition. What do you think about that?
I did a little bit of research about that before my pageant, just in case they ask questions about that. I mean, I'm always going to stand up for trans rights and people who want to compete for different sports, no matter what they're born into. And when I was looking at that and researching about that, I can acknowledge the fact people are upset about it for certain reasons. But they did make a board. They did put a board in place that evaluates all the contestants, all the competitors. And I feel that going forward, there's definitely going to be more people who are transgender competing for the respective gender that they want to be identified as. And we just really need to work towards partnering with them, working with them, and finding ways to integrate them into the Olympics, into sports, instead of just saying like, no, like you were born a man, like you cannot compete as your respective gender. But if we work with scientists, we work with board certified medical professionals, I don't see a reason why we can't work together to creating a platform or a system, some model that these competitors have to pass in order to compete for their sport.
The parameters that
Yes.
we specify for that specific group that would be fair for everyone involved.
Yes.
Okay.
We definitely need that.
I remember your question on the pageant, the final question, when the 5 finalists were asked, or 8 actually in your case, were asked, what was your question? I remember your answer being as very courageous. So can you remind us what was the question or what was your answer that won you the title? I mean, it's of course many things that add up to this, but the answer was very impressive, and I like to hear that again. I kind of forget a little bit.
Thank you. It was very like intense moment, so I don't know it verbatim. I can tell you that was definitely in my own head, but the question was about, I believe if it was about if I was a government official, what do I believe in having a vaccine mandate? Was he said a mandate, he didn't say vaccine. So I think I'm still a little fuzzy about it too because I went so fast. But he did ask about what do I think about the mandate. He never specified either the vaccine or the mask mandate, but I did answer it in the vaccine type of way.
Right, in the spirit that was asked. I actually remember it now. I think he wanted to know your position on
Yes.
Vaccine mandate, how you felt whether people should have the right to choose or be mandated to wear mask, to be vaccinated rather, actually. And I do remember you did take a stand on this one.
Yes,
And
I did.
can you remind me what that stand was?
Yes, so I did say that I believe people should choose their own health decisions. And I'm someone, a lot of people were surprised by my answer because I am vaccinated, I am boosted, I will always believe in the vaccine. But ultimately, I do not want people being forced to do things they don't want to do, especially if it's about their health. So no matter what, if I'm vaccinated, it's because it's my choice. If they're not vaccinated, it's because it's their choice. And I don't feel that it's going to create a sense of community if we are forcing people to do things, especially about their health, that they don't want to do.
Right. So, Miss, you're on Rainier Avenue. I'm just going to announce real quick. You're on Rainier Avenue Radio. I'm Monique Lee, your host, and you're on the Afternoons with Monique show. We're a little bit past midway to the show, and we have Miss Mazzy Eckel, Miss Washington USA 2022 finalist, beauty queen on our show today, and she will represent our state going national in the Miss USA, which is one of the most prestigious competition in pageantry in the US. So back to you, Miss Eckel, or should I call you Mazzy? She is sharing with us about her journey to become Miss Washington USA. Now you have competed since you're 21 now, right?
Yes, I'm 21.
Right. What a young age to win this. And I did read a little bit about Washington and pageantry, and I learned that Washington State is not known as the state that win the top 5 or top 1 for a very long time. And so I'm like, wow, what if Mazzy could win this year? That would bring such honor and spirit to Washington State, and you are such a courageous and still young woman that the future is fully open for you, is ahead of you. So, wow, what an exciting time. So what is your duty after winning the title? What do you have to do to get yourself ready for the Miss USA competition? When is that going to be?
So they have not answered whether it's going to be in either July or August. I think people think it might be August, but they're still not sure. They're still looking for a venue. So everyone asks me this every day, like, when is your pageant? I'm like, I have no idea. I wish I knew because I have things going on. I have a wedding really close, my friend's wedding close to the pageant. So I'm like praying it's not in August, but it might be. And as far as what it takes to prepare for Miss Washington or Miss USA, it's an everyday thing. You really have to integrate into your life. And I feel that a lot of it is mental, working on your mental health, your mental strength, and really putting yourself in a mindset that I'm going to be Miss USA and I'm going to do everything I can to work towards it. And that's exactly what I'm doing, working with the best people, the best photographers, aligning myself with the mentality of placing the top 5 or possibly winning Miss USA.
Wow. And what are some of your duties as the reigning Miss Washington USA that you have to perform? I know that you won. I think there's a prize at the end of the competition where the winner receives scholarship or some kind of cash award. Most people just want to know who's the winner. We don't talk about what they're winning, right?
Mhm.
And I don't even know. I know it's sponsorship and some financial award, but I don't know what that is. Can you share with our audience in case some little girls watching, they learn a little bit about what it is that you won?
Yes. So once I won, I was given we have at least 30 amazing sponsors, and that ranges from photographers, clothing, skincare, fitness, which I think the order said clothing, and then just so much help. We don't necessarily win like a cash prize. We do win some, but we have so many amazing sponsors that help us with our year.
Opportunities.
Yes, so many
Right.
people. I'm so grateful, especially just I recently got a sponsor that's for meal planning. And now I don't have to go grocery shopping anymore because I have meals showing up to my door. It's so
Wow.
amazing. And I love being able to work with community members, these people who really, really believe in me, like believe in me to go to Miss USA and possibly win it.
Right. Now you have beautiful brunette dark hair, and it's hard to tell, all the beauty queen ancestry. But can you share with us about a little bit about your background? Where I usually ask this question at the beginning, but I suddenly remember I didn't ask you this. Where were your ancestry from? What is that? All that beauty come from?
I actually look very different from the rest of my family. So my last name is German and I'm also Irish and a lot of European mix in there. But I am the only person in my family that has like my dark black hair, my brown eyes, my brown eyebrows. So a lot of people think that I'm not related to my family members. It's kind of really funny. And they'll say, like, are you Arab? Are you this? Are you that? And I'm like, no, I'm white. Sorry, guys. We're
Well,
not
speaking of
differently.
partially Irish, I got the green thing going. You can't see it, but I have a green dress underneath, a green ring today. Let's see if I can show
Beautiful.
that. Yeah, you can't see it because it's a green screen. But yeah, happy St. Patrick's Day, by the way. Thank you for wearing green today. Um, yeah, are you doing anything to celebrate St. Patrick's Day today?
Not really. I'm super busy today. I have some things going on today for just the pageant I have to work for. And as well as I'm in school, so I'm finishing school up and I have some finals today. So yeah, I gotta do a final later on. So no celebrating for me today, unfortunately.
Well, I saw you on Instagram traveling to different states. I can't remember what it was for, but I know that you were in Chicago recently, I
I was
think.
in Oregon, Idaho, and Texas last week.
Mm-hmm. What
Yeah.
do you do there?
I
Is
was
that
there
part?
I'm sorry.
Sorry. No, was that part of your duties or responsibilities as a Miss Washington USA 2022?
Yes. So thankfully, when I'm competing for Miss USA, I can say yes or no to any appearance, which is really amazing. I'm able to really have a huge grasp on my year, it's so freeing and it's lovely. But I went out to Idaho for a fashion show. I was a team leader at a fashion camp and I was helping with this fashion week over there. It was so fun working with so many models who've never walked in fashion before, and I was able to give them tips and tricks and they were so cute. And then I traveled to Texas for a photo shoot, and I will be posting one of the photos next week on my birthday. So you got to see that.
So you're turning 22 next week?
Yes, on Wednesday. So 6 days, I'll turn 22.
Happy early birthday.
Thank you.
Anything to celebrate?
Yes, I'm going to be going to Florida with 2 of my best friends just to hang out, soak up some sun, get some good girl talk in. You know, with competing, I don't always get to see my friends. Often I'm staying up late, doing work, creating Instagram things for sponsors, and it's going to be a really great time to work with my friends and hang out with them.
What a great energy and spirit you have. I know
Thank
your
you.
competition look glamorous, but it's a lot of work and preparation. And, you know, I'm the mother of Miss Washington Teen USA semi-finalist. So all the preparation pre-show was pretty intense. So it was not
For
as,
sure.
you know, easy and glamorous and smooth sailing as everyone might imagine on stage. There's a lot of work involved, and now that you
It
won the
is.
title, now you have to get ready for the Miss USA coming up. Um, any words that you would like to share with, you know, the little girls, the teenagers that are watching the show, listening to the radio program, you know, seeing this beautiful, glamorous woman, winner of the Miss Washington USA this year, how can I be like her? They want to know. What would you like to tell them?
I would like to be very real and honest with them. The fact that I wasn't born like this. I wasn't this person that I am today 10 years ago. It really took a lot of dedication and conviction. The reason I won Miss Washington was because I wanted it so bad that it hurt. I was willing to stay up late and work really hard towards it. And coming from a broken home, growing up in that environment and having a mom that was in and out of rehab, I always knew that if I wanted to do something or accomplish something, it was going to be from things that I am doing and working towards. So it really, I think that's why the win was really amazing, because it showed me that I can accomplish anything I set my mind to. And that's what I want to tell little girls or anyone watching. You can accomplish anything you set your mind to if you really want it that badly.
That is incredible. I think I talked to you last time interviewing for you for a newspaper article, and I was very impressed with your background, how you know you pull yourself up by the bootstrap, working hard, incredibly hard, and that conviction and perseverance, that grit that you have to get you here. It's just so amazing to me. I've seen you on stage. It was magical.
Thank
I
you.
used the word magical. I mean, I saw that cape, like I want that cape that she was wearing. So we have to talk afterward, and you have to tell me all the places that you go to shop, because all the beautiful outfits that you had on, it was just you are a winner.
Thank you.
And yeah, I'm so honored that you came on the show and share with us about your journey. And hopefully I get to see you competing in the Miss USA coming up here. I will definitely tune in. Please come back and share with us your journey after the Miss is over, and hopefully you will be placed high and bring honor to our stage. Yes. Very exciting. This is the Afternoons with Monique show. This is the end of the show. I want to thank Mazzy for coming on, sharing with us. And everybody enjoy St. Patrick's Day. Maureen Francisco will be on our show in 2 weeks at the end of the month. She's the organizer, producer of this program for the last 10, 20 years with her husband. So we're excited to have you on. Please tune in again, and she'll share with us all about the journey of how Miss USA, Miss Washington USA come about. All right. Have a great afternoon. Thanks again, Mazzy. See you soon.